Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look at some different smart chips, including people chips, and updating their formats. This blog post is about the people chip type, and essentially you're able to take emails that you get and then just automatically switch them. There's even that like smart chip help, which would convert them to those people chips. And in addition, you can switch what they look like just their names, last name, first name, or their entire email address. Saw this and thought it was kind of cool and exciting. And it took a while for me to figure out kind of how that works. So I'm going to kind of start by going through how to actually get this formatted because it took a little bit longer than I expected. And then we'll also go through the different types of smart chips in this video. Let's open up a Google spreadsheet. Here I have a table that is formatted as people with the smart chips. There's the file type, finance, places, and ratings. Now we're going to spend the majority of it here in the people. And what I found is if you are highlighting that and you go up to the format option, smart chips, the default is just going to be whatever you have there. Now, if there's mentioned people in this, you will get this pop-up that says the mentioned people don't have access to the file. So just putting a name here doesn't mean that they get that. So if you want them to be shared, you can share it or you can dismiss it. If I go to that smart chip and try to do the last name, first name, you can see here, this one, which is my own email, does work. And I'm able to switch it from this last name, first name to email address. You're not able to actually adjust what those are in this. You can say people or one of these smart chips, but that would be like we saw in that video, the format and then smart chips. Let's say that you want to get the last name, first name like this. How do you do that? Well, down here, I have that email down. If you try to switch it, sometimes you get this message, which was the column type. So it means it's true for all of them. Or if you have an individual one outside of a table and you go to format, last name, first name, the names couldn't be retrieved. And I tried a few different things with workspace accounts, other ones, and ultimately all came down to if your email that is being used right now, which mine is this Matt Tech one, hasn't actually interacted both ways, like chat, like if you used Google Chat, both ways, then you're not able to pull whatever their names are in Google. But again, the biggest thing is that you have to interact. It's not just if I share this with someone specifically, it's that they both do. And I think that kind of makes sense where you wouldn't want it where someone could email you, then add your email to this, and then pull data like your first and last name. You'd want it with someone that you've interacted with, if you will. So for this one, let's go ahead and then just go to Google Chat and see if that works. So here I'm in the chat. I'm just going to say testing. And then I'm going to go back to the other. So I have this DM. And then I think this is the part right here that would switch it. So if I go back, right now they haven't accepted it yet. So I just wanted to double check. Smart chips, last name. Yep, it still is not. Dismiss. Let's go back. If you push accept, let's go ahead and, well, I'm going to just do this so you can see it's at Gmail. And I know sometimes it takes a little bit for it to work, but then last name, first name, and you can see Ambiosynthesis music, which is what I had. So it's from the contacts. Again, it might be that if you make a contact or share it along with someone, that might also trigger this to work. But I know at least doing that chat has worked for me, whereas if I've tried it with like just emailing back and forth and that doesn't. Files, you can just click it and then it'll open up kind of the main ones that you have. I have a lot of just random stuff in here. These are all from mine, and I think it's based off of the last few things that you've done or the most recent. In some ways this looks kind of random too though. But if you want a specific file, you can do smart chips and then click it. Finance, this actually lets you go into their tickers. And so you can look up like Apple and then put in what their ticker would be. And then you can kind of just click in and see the short term. You can view the details. The disclaimer will be down here too. But that's kind of a nice way if you don't know all of the tickers to be able to go through it and see like here's Google, Goodyear, and then it'll bring up that. Additionally, too, if you use something like this, you can use Google Finance and then use this, and that'll actually update. So right now, this would be looking at Apple. Let's say we want to go to NVIDIA. Let's do this one. Do that, and you can see that that changes in that. So that's kind of a nice way to be able to get the finance data easily, especially if you don't know all the tickers by heart, but you know at least what to call them or the starts of it. Places, you can select places on maps. Let's say Disney Springs. You can put that there, and then that Google Map preview would be there. You can get directions, you can copy it, and then up here you can see it's just stored as the name, but it is that smart chip. Lastly, there is ratings, so you can switch this to kind of see the star rating, and it's stored it as if it's 1 star, 1, 3, 5, 2, etc. If you try to do a number larger, you'll get that error. So 0 through 5 for the ratings. So that's pretty much all that we're going to do in this one. Hopefully find this helpful, especially, I mean, looking through the people, the most challenging one, I think, and how they work. Again, there's a lot of helpful uses for these other ones, whether it's places and, you know, rating them using Google Finance. You can use file chips like this and actually use import range on them. You can use that instead of like the URL in import range. Thanks for watching. Do those social things like share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.